Guys, you need to stop this dating bullshit. These apps, they aren't getting you to where you want to be. They're not helping you achieve your dreams. They're not getting you to the woman that you truly desire. Well, if you're a Chad making 200K a year and have a great social circle, dating life is hard. The studies have shown it. Listen to plenty of podcasts of behavioral psychologists talking about it. Specifically, if you listen to like Chris Williamson, and he talks a lot about this. I truly believe that you should focus on you before you decide to start going out dating and looking for a girlfriend. I'm a big fan of you building yourself first and then allowing another person to come into your sphere of influence when you already have it all, when you're already making the good money, you have the body, the physique, and the aesthetics that you want, when you already have a great social circle of friends. This is when you meet the person that you want to be with, because it doesn't come from a place of scarcity, it comes from a place of abundance. And I know a lot of people are saying, man, but life needs partnership. I need someone with me. I need to get my needs fulfilled, if you know what I mean. When you take time to work on yourself, the quality of person that you'll get into your life is going to be that much more. It's going to be even more so than what you originally desired. And at this time, the dating market is very difficult if you're an average guy. I consider myself an average guy. I'm not a Brad Pitt or Thor. I'm neither of those guys. These guys that are, the society says there are the 10 out of 10s in the market. I'm not like that. So what makes you think that I'm going to have the success that these gentlemen have? Some of the research that I read is that most women are chasing after the top 20% of guys, while 80% of guys are chasing the bottom 80% of women. So it's kind of this graph that just doesn't work for anybody. As I've been listening to these podcasts, reading articles, reading books on dating, relationships, and listening to my own friends just talk about their own dating hurdles and challenges through dating. But the dating market reminds me of going out to clubs in New York City back in the early 2010s, where every club I went to in the Meatpacking District, the Lower East Side, or any of these clubs, bars, it was always a 2-to-1 ratio men to women. So unless you had some serious game, your chances of getting a woman at night or meeting somebody were very, very slim. Before I get into your solutions on why you should stop dating in order to find your desired long-term partner, I'll tell you a quick story. After a really bad breakup when I was 20, I decided to pick up a book called The Game by Neil Strauss. I go over many details on a podcast that I did with Karina, where she interviewed me regarding my time in the game. I needed to understand how to go out there, how to meet women on my own terms, utilizing my own skill set and my own particular values in order to find what I was looking for. But of course, because I was young, dumb, and full of cum, as Paul Chek says, I needed a little bit of practice. But at the time, for the next 4 years, I spent was just going to school, college at the time, working a part-time job at a retail company, and picking up women. That was all that I focused on for 4 years of my life. And I think back, man, if I didn't focus specifically on that, how much further would I be in my career in certain aspects of my life? And not only was it consuming in terms of my future goals, which I didn't really have, I was kind of purposeless at the time. I'd get lucky, I'd meet women, but then I'd spend time, energy, and money taking them out, bringing them over to my apartment back then, trying my best to figure out how to get to do the horizontal mambo, if you get what I'm saying. Because I didn't have purpose and because this was the only thing I did, to me it was a complete waste of time. Why I'm making this video is because guys like yourself probably watching this in your early 20s, it's good to focus on yourself, focus on your own growth in order to give yourself the access to finding a long-term partner. I got lucky. Yes, these skills helped me. Yes, I was able to find my partner, not even through utilizing, going out and doing this thing, but through all those years of practice, I had the courage to approach, to say hello, and to follow up on a date and things like that. And because I was purposeless at the time, none of the relationships that I had during that time really lasted. If anything, I got ghosted many times. Girls left me because I had no idea of where we were going. And when you're purposeless, a lot of women are looking for a man that has a purpose, that is driving towards something, that has something to look to. And when you don't have something to look to, it can be really a damper on the relationship. especially in the beginning. And for all those years, I just talked a big game. That's what really helped with my success. Talked a big game, but I was broke, tired, and again, purposeless. Dating is a massive waste of time and energy. And even if you're not intentionally looking for a long-term partner, your success rate is never probably going to be above 25%, I think. Based on like all the guys I used to hang out with, my own success, it's really difficult. The amount of rejections you're gonna encounter, the apps I know help you not face those rejections. You just don't get a message back, and that's totally fine. That's easier than going and approaching someone on the street or at a bar or at a coffee shop saying, "Hi, my name is blank," not getting anything in return, or getting the famous "I have a boyfriend," or any of these rejections that you get. Some of them are nice, some of them not so nice. And it's good that a man goes through those rejections, because it makes him much more resilient, not only in the field, as they used to call it back in the day, but also outside of the field, in business, in at work, overall day to day. So here, I want to help you. Yes, I'm telling you to stop dating, but only for a short amount of time. 6 months, maybe a year. You should try this. And there's this thing online that's called monk mode, solely working on one task or a few tasks given one specific aspect of your life. So I'm focusing on fitness, so I'm going to do strength training. I'm focusing on a business idea, and I'm only going to do this business idea instead of doing like 3 or 4. I'm going to focus on this style of nutrition and eating these specific set of meals in order to get the body that I want. Now I'm simplifying this, but you get the idea. It's really just focusing on one thing for a long period of time so that you can have success in that one thing without any other distractions. Utilizing monk mode will help you focus, and that's the most important piece of this whole entire puzzle. You use that focus to build your business, to help you in your career, in your growth, maybe getting a promotion, going back to school, getting yourself educated, educating yourself through a variety of books. There's so many things that you can be doing instead of being out there chasing some tail. And that energy can also be focusing on yourself, focusing on within. There are the external pieces that I talked about, right? But also, what about those internal pieces? I highly recommend working with a therapist to make sure that you clean out all the gunk, all those repressed emotions that might be repressed in your body. Great book, The Body Keeps a Score, kind of talks about that, but also what is repressed in here. And you can talk about that with a licensed professional to help you move beyond this version of yourself. As you probably saw on my YouTube channel, I have a banner that says an integrated human, and that's helping you in becoming an integrated human, one that has integrated every aspect of themselves and has not removed or pushed a part of themselves away in order to act a certain way in society around the people you spend a lot of time with every day. But not only that, you're going to be talking to a therapist, but hopefully you're building a tribe of men. If you're a man watching this in your early 20s, that's your best thing to do right now. Male friendships are so important. Iron sharpens iron. That's something that you need to do right now, because as you age, it gets that much more difficult. And I'm not talking about your college buddies. While they're probably great, I highly recommend having a group of men around you of a variety of ages. You have your peers, friends from college, but you need folks older than you, and you need to mentor men younger than you. And if you're looking to join a tribe of men, let me know, comment below. You're at the end of this video and you're like, but I still want to date. I still want to chase tail, and I want to have fun doing it. Granted, here's what you can do. So first starts here. And that's accepting that it's going to take a really long time to find someone that you want to be in a long-term partnership with. And once you understand that piece, it's doing things that you actually love. You love going rock climbing? Go rock climbing. You love doing yoga? Great place to meet a woman. You love going to the gym? A lot of beautiful women in the gym. I highly recommend more advanced gym. You know, CrossFit is a good place to start, or those very specialized gyms. They might cost a pretty penny, but depending on the woman you want to find, you may find her there. Build your confidence. Right? Talk to random people, guys, women, all alike, in coffee shops, anywhere that you're at. Just spring up conversation, because you never know when the time will come when the lady that you want to meet. Remember, we're not using these apps. We're trying to meet people in real life, which is very rare, but it is the best way. And if it does take a while, great. You're still working on yourself. You're doing things you like. You're not wasting time. You're just doing everyday things and putting yourself out there to make sure that you meet this person. Also understand with time and growth means your taste for what you want, your values may shift, may grow, may pivot, and what you need may as well. So if you do get into a relationship and you find someone at the point of where you are, in a few months down the line, you may change a bit. The idea of what you want may shift as well, which is why I say you need to spend the time in monk mode, build yourself up, understand what it is that you truly want before you're just out there with no purpose in finding someone that you want to be with. You know, I got lucky. I didn't have any of this. So if I did have to do it all over again, these are things that I would do right now based on like my understanding, my learning, and the research that's out there, and just understanding my value, what I can bring. So the solutions here are general. Each person has their own personal values, their personal taste, and that may look different for everybody. The reason why I say stop dating is just taking a break from the market so that you can come back stronger. It's like anything else. If you're trying to hit a problem that you just can't figure out and you just keep going at it, it's not gonna work. It's not until you walk away, you do something else, you sleep on it, you wait a few days, that you come back to this problem with a new perspective. And that's what this is all about. It's taking a really long break in order to work on yourself so that when you get back into it, you come in with a different perspective. And through all this work, who knows? You may actually meet the person that you're going to be with, because why else do we do anything we do in dating is to eventually find a long-term partner, mate, to enjoy this beautiful life together. And you may meet that person like I did in a karaoke bar randomly through friends. So I wish you much luck.